I'm making a game where you play as a dodge rolling horse on his quest to become a video game boss. I started off by making a basic character controller in GameMaker Studio 2. Look at him go. I thought our horse needed to look a bit less blocky, so I hopped into Sprite to make a design.
Ew! Dude! What the f-
Much better. Now let's add him into the game. He's looking pretty good now, but what if I gave him a gun? Guys, I'm kinda scared of this horse now, please send help. That's it for the devlog. Be sure to join the Discord in the pinned comment. I'm adding a boss fight to my dodge rolling horse game. This is Mr. Smiles. He's the most powerful fighter in the whole universe, but he seems to not put his best effort into fighting anymore. What happened to this world famous champion? After I added Mr. Smiles to the game, I gave him some attacks. God Rays, Spirals, Circles, Piercers, Rain, and Holes. The fight is looking pretty difficult now. I decided it was time to add some fancy UI, so I made some and I added it to the game. This is the resolve meter. You can charge it by avoiding damage for 30 seconds. If you fill it up, you can double your damage for a bit, so be sure to use it well. As you can see, Mr. Smiles won't be the only tough as nails boss fight in this game. Stay tuned for more to come soon. That's it for the devlog. Be sure to join the Discord in the pinned comment to see more. My dodge rolling horse game needs some variety, so I've decided to challenge myself to make 20 new weapons in 1 week. Let's see if I can do it. Day 1. I added a cannon that shoots horses. This thing is so stupid, I love it. Today I also added the rusty hook, a spinning weapon that strikes enemies rapidly. Day 2. I started my new job today, so I didn't have much time to work on the game. I added Mr. Smile's signature weapon, the D. I also added this bouquet that shoots a flower pattern. Day 3. Today I went a little overboard. This is the Solar Smasher, a flail-type attack that cycles through the planets with each swing. Drawing all 8 planets took me hours, so I didn't have time to add anything else. Day 4. I wanted to add some cool VFX, so I made a magic weapon called the Boggling Staff. This animation gave me the idea to create a bubble wand, so I also added that. I didn't add anything on day 5.
What? No!
On day 6, I added a weapon that is sure to grab my viewers' attention. The clickbait arrow puts your enemies directly in a cringe compilation. Day 7. It's the last day, and if you didn't notice, I've only added 8 weapons so far. Do you think we're gonna hit 20 today? Well, I did manage to add 2 weapons. The Sunrise Longbow and the Pointer are potent tools in any boss fighter's arsenal. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to finish the challenge. Adding 20 weapons in just 1 week seemed a little too tough for me, but maybe I can come back to this later. Be sure to join the Discord to see any future shenanigans that I get up to.
I've gotten some comments that my dodge rolling horse game looks a little similar to Terraria. Quite frankly, I just don't see it. So I'm gonna prove with this new update that my game is nothing like Terraria. This is the Schnoz of Cthulhu, a giant floating nose ripped directly off the face of an eldritch deity. The Schnoz can dash, shoot nasty booger biters, let loose streams of blood vertically and horizontally, and suck in to charge up a powerful sneeze. It's gonna take some serious firepower to take down this boss, so let's see some very un-Terraria-like weapons that will slay this mighty foe. This is the Slime Wand, an early game weapon that summons a rain of slime to drench your enemies in goo. This isn't gonna cut it though, so let's try out the other new weapon. This is the Banisher, a powerful sword that cuts holes in light itself. This corrupted blade can slice through bosses in no time flat. So now that I've proven my game is nothing like Terraria at all, even in the slightest, I'm gonna head out. Be sure to join the Discord so we can talk about things that aren't Terraria.
Trip Ripley is the newest radical addition to Boss Up. Get ready for some thrills in this gnarly new racing-themed fight. Trip isn't your average boss. In this battle, you have to fight and race at the same time. Beat Trip to the finish line and he'll take massive damage. But watch out, if Trip beats you, you'll lose half your HP instantly. You're gonna need some help to get the edge on Trip. The wings propel you forward rapidly, and the rocket causes Trip to spin out and lose his speed. Be careful, Trip has some items up his sleeve too. Look out, an oil slick hit the track. Oh no, now he's shooting traffic cones at you. What's this, a massive army of clones? Looks like you managed to cross the finish line first. Now get ready for lap 2! Donkey Kong is fucking sick, but Nintendo refuses to make a new game featuring the Big Ape. Since they won't do it, I'll just have to add a monkey fight to Boss Up. I have a crazy twist for this fight, so stick around. This is Badaboon, the thick, tower-climbing, butt-slamming man himself. In this fight, you'll have to dodge birds, avoid falling bricks, and watch out for Badaboon's Wrecking Ball attack. This fight has a special gimmick inspired by classic arcade game design, 1-ups. Earn points by landing hits on Badaboon, and you'll earn a 1-up. These will revive you after dying, but natural regeneration will be disabled for the fight. Make sure to stock up on lives for what comes next. In this final phase, Badaboon turns massive. He'll fight with his fists, so watch out for powerful slamming punches. You won't gain any more lives during this phase, so be careful. I've gotten some comments recently that my game can't be scary, so I'm gonna make a super intense boss just to prove them wrong. This is Frankie, a kind fireman who's here to remind you to put out your fires when you're done with them. Oh shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. Fuck, that's a ton of fire. Quick, put it out. Whew, that was close. But we even managed to save that sapling with our water gun. Wait, why has it gone dark? Well, I know that I'm not gonna sleep tonight. What do you think? Did I get you? I'm adding your comments to my boss fight. Leave a comment below and I might choose your idea for the next part. We need a design to build on this series, so I started out by making a giant slab of raw meat in A-Sprite. He doesn't do much at the moment, so let's let him jump around a little. Now that our meat is bouncing, let's add our first suggestions. Making the meat season itself? That's a fire idea. First, I'll make a salt shaker. Now let's add it to the game. Look at that jump. For our next suggestion, M. Castle wants me to add a maggot attack to the fight. Ew. Okay, this'll add a fun wrinkle to the fight. That's it for the new additions. What attack should I give it next? Leave a comment and subscribe so you don't miss part 2. I'm adding your comments to my boss fight. Leave a comment below and I might choose your idea for the next part. Last episode we got salty and made some maggots. What will our viewers suggest this time? Silky suggested adding a ghost cow attack. Really creative idea, let's try it out. I think that turned out pretty cool. Next up, a bunch of you guys suggested that I could cook the meat as a second phase. Let's remake the animation so that the meat is nice and medium rare. Finally, Jason Reeves suggested a pan tossing attack. This should add a nice ranged option for when you're trying to keep your distance from the meat. That's it for new additions. What attack should I give it next? Leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss part 3. I'm adding your comments to my boss fight. Leave a comment below and I might choose your idea for the next part. Last episode we cooked a steak and raised the dead. What will our viewers suggest this time? The Neon 08 suggested making the floor a grill that turns on and off as you fight the boss. Let's do it! The T-Boy suggested an attack using legally distinct steak sauce. Can you dodge this? Finally, Crinkle suggested a meatball attack. I call this one the Meteor Rain. Please don't cancel me for that pun. That's it for the new additions. What attack should I give it next? Leave a comment and subscribe so you don't miss part 4.
ITBOY BBNO $. That's me. That's right. That's me. That's right.
I'm in your walls.
I love video games.
My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage, all while I am still collecting coins.
Me when I'm That was a nasty one.
I think your game is like Terraria.
I'm bricked up for boss up.
Huh? Anyone else want the monkey? Like, sexually?
Sticking at your gear.
Woke Mob is trying to cancel Boss Up.
HELLOITSME Miyamoto, I have a job for you, Shirki.
I'd be honored to assassinate the Prime Minister for you, Miyamoto.
The Ligma grind set.
This is what your favorite one of these says about you. You're choosing the safest option. Maybe a little bit overrated, but it's still a good one. Is this one your favorite because it's good, or are you just really horny? All right, we get it. You like this one. This may not be everyone's favorite, but it's yours, and you're totally chill about it. You're into the classics. You're old. You're really old. Your social security number is 2. You are one pretentious hipster. Officer, it's this one, right here. Oh, you're cool. I like you. No way, you actually know that one? Can we be friends? This one's just a phase. You'll grow out of it when you grow up. You will never grow up. Oh, you picked this one to be different. How clever. If you chose this one, you are a liar. This is no one's favorite. If you chose this one, you are correct. This is the best one. And for those of you in the comments saying, where's this one? Where's that one? You're annoying.
Guys, I think there's something wrong with my copy of Boss Up.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.